Добар ден, деца. Се надевам дека уживате во мајските денови, дека правите прошетки од дозволените часови и ние продолжуваме таму кај што се станавме. Ни остана уште неколку недели од мај и се надевам дека добро напредувате. Она што овој час ќе го работиме е продолжување со вежбите, односно со прашањата и прашалната форма на минатото просто време. Ке имаме едно читање од Chapter 9 од Silent Powers и ќе направиме revision. Со тоа ќе заокружиме Unit 11. Да почнеме. Ако добро се сеќаваме, минатиот час зборувавме за past simple tense и кажавме дека се работи за action that happened in the past and we know that it happened at exact time. А ние точно знаеме дека се случува во одреден временски период. Кажавме дека се прави потврдната форма со додавање на ставката ed, која што се чита на три различни начини, зависно од тоа дали глагол завршува на т или д, дали завршува на незвучна согласка или завршува на звучна согласка. Односно, рековме дека имаме wanted, helped и called. Ова постојано имајте го во вид и пред вас, за да си вежбате. На почеток ќе ви биде може малку потешко, меѓутоа со тек на време ќе ги усвоите. Јас ќе ви дадам две листи на правилни глаголи. За неправилните глаголи нема да зборуваме годинама. Вие во вашето слободно време ќе се обидете според дадените насоки да ги читате онака како што треба. Јас ќе ви ги прочитам еднаш, а вие ќе си се потсетувате од време на време. Answered, arrested, brushed, carried, climbed, closed, combed, cooked, counted, cried, danced, dropped, finished, helped, frightened. Малку ги нагласувам, за да имате по предвид како се чита наставката ed. И втората листа на глаголи од листата на правилни глаголи се screamed, showed, smelled, smiled, started, stayed, stopped, studied, talked, tasted, telephoned, traveled, walked, watched, worked. Внимавајте и на морфолошките промени кои што настануваат кога имаме краток глагол, како stop се одвојува последната согласка, кога имаме глаголи што завршуваат на y, кое што преминува во I, и оние кои што завршуваат на и при додавање на ed, едната и се губи. Да продолжиме сега понатаму. Како ја правиме прашалната форма? Наедноставно е кога го употребуваме auxiliary или помошниот глагол do во минато време, односно did plus subject plus verb. Односно, did I walk? Did you play? Did he cook? Did she listen? Did it rain? Did we eat? Did I drink? Многу лесно ни изгледа, затоа што за сите лица се употребува did, но не заборавајте дека to be глаголот was и were правеа прашална форма на поинаков начин, тие не спаѓаат во оваа група глаголи. Што можеме да заклучиме? Дека past simple tense прави прашална форма на ист начин како present simple tense. Со таа разлика што? Доколку се сеќавате, во прашална форма do преминуваше во das поради тоа што наставката S ја отфрлавме во прашална форма. Од do plus S добивавме das. На ист начин го правиме past simple tense, со тоа што сега наставката иди од he played do he played, повторно во прашална форма ја тргнуваме од на крајот на глаголот и оди кај do. Do plus иди станува did. Оттаму сите глаголи во прашалната форма започнуваат со did, но на крај, ако забележувате, нема наставка иди, затоа што преминала во do, исто како што во does he play нема наставка S, која што преминала кај do и станала does. Значи, аналогно можете да ги поврзите и двете се simple tense, со тоа што едното е present, другото е past, овде имаме S, овде имаме иди наставка. Па да почнеме со вежбите во книгата. Page 120, there is a presentation, some photos of Ben's childhood. So, look at the photos. What can you see? Who is Ben? And who is Jack? As you know, they are friends. And now Ben is a little boy in the photos. What do you think? How old was he at the photos? He was then 4. So let's hear what he says about his childhood. And then we can answer the questions.
Unit 11, Step 3, Exercise 1B. Listen and read about Ben's early childhood.
I was 4 when I started school. I was really nervous at first. I was scared of our teacher because she shouted at us. I liked the books in the school library, and I liked sports day. But I hated maths. My best friend was a boy called Darren. Jack's my best friend now, but he lived in Manchester when he was little. When I was at primary school, I loved aeroplanes. I wanted to be a pilot, but I'm not so sure now.
Okay. So, the first one is, when did you start school, Ben? So the answer is, when I was 4. You can answer the question by yourself and we can check them together. So stop the video here for about 3 to 4 minutes. By the way, I would like to know, why was he scared? Because the teacher shouted loudly, but it was at the beginning of his school childhood. Were you happy at first? What would you answer if you were Ben? No, I wasn't. What did you like? I liked the books in the library and sports day. And what did you hate? I hated maths. And the last one, when you were little, what did you want to be? I wanted to be a pilot.
Unit 11, Step 3, Exercise 1B.
I don't think that there is need to listen to it again. If you want to listen to it again, then play it again. So these are the answers of the exercise, and I want you to look at the questions and the answer. So this is kind of double-H question where the when is double-H word and then followed is by the question form. In this, there is to be, so we don't have did, but we have inversion. Were you happy? За разлика од првата реченица, втората имаме глагол to be во past simple, кој што прави прашална форма со инверзија, а не со did. So let's go on with the double-H questions. As we know, double-H questions are formed by double-H word and question form. Како што знаеме, double-H questions, прашањата, се создава со прашалните зборчиња и прашалната форма. Така да имаме од did I walk, did you play, did he cook, доколку им ставиме прашално зборче, добиваме where did I go, what did you play, what did he cook, why did she listen, when did it rain, where did we eat, how did they travel. Имавме исклучок about who, then we don't have did, but we have verb and ed. When it's about the doer of the action. Исклучок имаме кај прашалното зборче who, кое што е оној што ја прави активноста. Веднаш по него следи глаголот со ed, затоа е со звездичка како исклучок, немаме did. Ајде да направиме double-H questions од следната реченица. So I suggest that you stop the video here, make double-H questions about Pablo, created, famous, painting, and Guernica. So there are 5 questions here. Stop the video and do the question. Then we'll check together. Како што забележувате, прашалната форма од Pablo, created, is did he paint or did he create? Okay. Here can be did he create? And we want to know Pablo. Then we are going to ask who created a famous painting? Pablo created. Забележуваме дека ова беше исклучок. Created. What did he do? He created. Famous. What painting did he create? A famous one. Painting. Okay, it's the same. What did he create? About the fourth one. And about the last one, what was the name of his famous painting? It was Guernica. So about the painting, it's not put here, but could be what did he do? Is about created. What painting did he create? A famous one. And a painting, овде како именка слика, what did he create? Овде намерно ја ставив последната Guernica, затоа што треба да прашаме за името и одиме со to be глаголот, не одиме со did. Okay, so let's go on. Како ги правиме double-H questions? Ако напред имаме double-H word, did, subject, and verb. So what's missing here? It's did. Did is missing. I suggest that you stop the video here. Look at the sentences. It's about Lisa's early childhood. And make double-H questions for the things underlined in the sentences. For example, Lisa played in the park. Where did she play? And then you can check. So the second one is she watched a lot of cartoons on TV. A lot of. What did she watch? Number 3. School started at 9 o'clock. When or what time did it start? Number 4. She arrived at 10 to 9. When or what time did she arrive? Number 5. Her lessons finished at 20 past 3. When did the lesson finish? 6. She visited her grandparents. Who did she visit? И сега овде треба да размислиме дали ќе имаме who irregular or who regular. Од што зависи? Тоа зависи дали го бараме subject, односно тој што го врши дејството, и object. По овој случај немаме subject и затоа имаме who did she visit. Значи овде имаме кого таа го посети. Доколку се бараше she, тогаш ќе прашавме who visited her grandparents, кој ги посети, и во тој случај немаше да имаме did. Внимавајте на who кога се бара како object и subject. And the last one, she wanted to be a teacher. What did she want to be? So you can ask and answer questions of this type about Ben or a friend of yours for practice. Let's go on. We proceed with the reading. Do you remember about the last chapter, what happened? And as introduction, I would like you to look at the picture and tell me what you see. A kind of old person. Who do you think it is? It's Merlin. So from the Celtic folklore, he is usually associated with the king's altar, and the legend say that he brought up young Arthur and helped him to win the crown with his magic by pulling the Excalibur, which was the sword in the rock. Do you remember about last time what Sophie's last task? It was to find King's Hill and open the gate of the ring. So that's what she must do. I want you to look at the letters here to find out what they are, and about the book, what is associated with the sign, and of course this is the horse and Sophie. On the right you've got some new words that you can follow the text easily. So let's listen.
Unit 11. The Silent Powers. Chapter 9. King's Hill and the Gate of Rings.
Sophie and Epona followed a path through the wood. The horse stopped at the foot of a hill. Sophie looked at the first two lines of the text message. This was King's Hill, she was sure. Suddenly, someone called her name. She turned round. Behind her, there was a man in a long cloak, with a sword in his hand.
Mr. Neal? Is it you?
Yes, Sophie. But Mr. Neal is Merlin too. I am Merlin, the wizard. Now we must open the Gate of Rings.
Merlin touched the ground with his sword. There was an explosion, and a gate appeared in the side of the hill.
Open the gate, Sophie. Only you know the secret word.
Sophie closed her eyes. There was a word in her head, but it wasn't clear. She heard a voice.
You can never open the gate.
A strong red light filled her head. Then she touched the moonstone in her pocket. The red light disappeared, and the word was clear. Sophie shouted.
Ah!
The gate opened, and she looked into a dark cave. She followed Merlin and Epona inside. The White Lady was there, with the Book of Signs. Sophie's name was on the open page.
Okay, now let's see. So, what do you think what these letters TSSS refer to? Have you found out? So, it's a tree on the top of the hill. And the 3S are referring to the 3 stones below it. Where is she now? She is at the King's Hill. And who is the man? The man is the wizard, so the same name, called Mr. Nail. What can you see behind the gate? What was it? There was a cave. Okay, this is the tree, and this is the cave. Who made the explosion? The wizard with his sword. What appeared after? The gate of rings. How did he open the side of the hill? He touched the ground with his sword. And did he know how to open the gate of rings? No, he didn't. He needed Sophie for this. And Sophie heard a voice in her hat. Who was it? Do you remember? Sure, it was Red Queen. Why wasn't the secret word clear in Sophie's hat? Because there was a strong red light in her head. So something helped her to find the word. What was it? It was the moonstone. How did Sophie open the gate of rings? She shouted the secret word. So let's see the task here. You need time. And during the reading, I would ask you that she has passed her last test, or think about what is the purpose of her mission and why do silent powers need her, because there is one last chapter of this book. And Mr. Nail's words, the king is calling her. What could this mean? Think about this. So let's see. Look at the king's hills in the picture. What do the first 2 lines of the text message mean? So as we said, it was 1 tree and 3 stones. Number 2, look at the gate and the 3rd line of the text message. What do the 5 R means? Što значат овие? They were 5 rings. Look at the names, Mr. Nail and Merlin. Why are they similar? If you see, they've got the same letters in the names. And the last one, it's about this sign. Find the meaning. The sign is in the picture. It's the secret word that Sophie shouted. It's the only word with 5 letters in the word square. If you looked for it, and you want to share, it's the word power. I hope you found this story interesting. What I want you to do after the reading, just look at the words, verbs that end in ed, like stopped, looked, was, called, there was, touched, was, appeared, closed, heard. This one is irregular. Never mind. You can have it in your books. Felt, touched, disappeared, was, opened, looked, followed, was. So the last one is about the name of Sophie in the book, and why it's in the book of Zion. Because she followed Marilyn and Epona inside, and the white lady was there with the book of sand, and Sophie's name was on the open page because she's the one who helped to open the gate. Okay.
Unity.
The last thing for today's lesson is to do extra revision of Unit 11, and we're going to finish Unit 11 with this lesson. So for the next time, we're going to start a new Unit 12. So I suggest you again to stop the video here, do the exercises in your school notebooks, and then come later to check what you've done, because it's very important what mistakes you do, and then you can know what is the right answer. So after 10 minutes, we're going to see the case of the exercises. The first one is about jobs. So we're going to find occupations. I write books. Writer. I travel to dangerous places. It's explorer. My new city is in the shops now. Singer. I work in a school. Teacher. You can see me at the cinema. Actress or actor. So we've got two here. I work with wild animals. Zoologist. The second one, we have task to see if sentences are false and to correct them. He wasn't Spanish, so it's about Charles Dickens, who says it was Spanish. So he wasn't Spanish, he was English. So the correction is in past simple. Rembrandt and Goya were explorers. They weren't explorers, they were painters. John Lennon was a scientist. He wasn't a scientist, he was a singer. Leonardo da Vinci was born in Australia. He wasn't born in Australia, but he was born in Italy. The Beatles were French. They weren't French, they were British. And last one, Marilyn Monroe was a painter. She wasn't a painter, she was an actress. Number 3 is an easy one. You've got to write was or were in the blanks. So let's start. There was a snake on my bed this morning. There was a dolphin in the bath. I just stopped to make attention about there were 3 spiders in my trainers. Не само што употребувавме was како it was, he was, туку was може се употребува и were во граматичката структура there is, there are, there was, there were. Каде што кажувавме дека нешто има во природата. There were 3 spiders in my trainer. Имаше. Number 4. There were 2 small elephants on the bus. There was a gorilla outside our school, and it was a very strange morning. Okay, now exercise number 4 are questions about Jane, the zoologist who explored the behavior of chimpanzee in Tanzania. So these are jumbled parts of the sentence. You've got to think and to make the right sentence. So the first one is, where was Jane born? Значи кажувавме дека WH word, а потоа следи прашалната форма од was или со другите глаголи со did. 2. What did she love? 3. Why did she save her money? 4. Where did she travel? And 5. What did she watch every day? So WH word, did, subject plus verb. Now you can answer the questions from exercise 4 in exercise 5. So to the first question, where was Jane born? She was born in London. Number 2, what did she love? She loved animals. Number 3, why did she save her money? She saved her money because she wanted to travel to Africa. 4, where did she travel? She traveled to Africa. 5, what did she watch every day? She watched chimpanzees. So the questions are asked with did and the answers are answered with ed. Прашањата се прашуваат со did, а во одговорите имаме наставка ed на глаголот. So 2 exercises, 2 drills left for this lesson. Again, you can stop your video for a short and answer them. Then we are going to check them together. The 6th one, we have to find out about the right word in the sentence. Van Gogh was a famous painter. There were 10,000 people at the concert. I started school when I was 6. 4. Mozart was born in Salzburg. 5. What did Jane Goodall study? 6. Lisa wasn't on the bus this morning. 7. There was a spaceship outside our school when I arrived. And the last one is about sentences translated in Macedonian language, and they would be like this. I wasn't happy at first. Не бев среќен на почетокот. I'm not so sure now. Па сега не знам. She was born in Poland. Таа беше родена во Полска. When I was little, I wanted to be a pop star. Кога бев мала, сакав да бидам поп звезда или пејачка. And 5, we were really nervous. Навистина бевме нервозни. Во вашето слободно време, доколку имате, може да напишете реченици about your early childhood and to ask someone to ask you questions. This is an optional one, it's not obligatory. So this is the end of our lesson. For homework, you've got to write a text in the past about one's childhood. Значи да напишеме текст за нечие минато, детство, може и за вашето. About silent power to make a summary, or translated in Macedonian and English writing, да го препишете на англиски и да го преведете на македонски, или пак да направите сиже, односно краток расказ од текстот и секако речникот на страна 134. Оно што сакам да ви го предочам и да го запамтите е дека треба да внимавате кога се работи за who како subject и object во прашањата, односно во реченицата I visited my grandma, ја посетив баба ми. Who овде се бара doer of the action, која посети, затоа имаме иди наставка. Во втората реченица who се бара my grandma. Who did I visit? Кого го посетив јас? И затоа имаме did. Само кога имаме doer of the action, во овој случај I, тогаш имаме исклучок и немаме did, туку на глаголот му се додава наставка иди. This is a tip from me to you. So enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Monday to Friday week, doing your work, and sunny days, of course. Go for a walk and have fresh air sometimes. So this is the end of the lesson. See you in the next one. Bye bye.